I'll tell you, my dad was in the legislature in the 60s. I grew up around Barbara Jordan. My dad was one of the people that knew that helping her get elected as the first African American woman from the South to Congress was significant not only for every Houstonian, but to the civil rights movement. And he was very active as a white man of power and privilege to acknowledge that his strength was his ability to help people that didn't look like him have a seat at government to help ensure that government worked for everybody. And so as I sat around the room the other day and looked around and looked at many of my colleagues and the way that they shook their head at me, I I feel this pain and this sorrow that the Texas House and Texas as a state really used to be about Texas and about civil rights and about the fact that anybody could make it and have an opportunity. And to see that we are here in a sham special session purely because they want to give Trump 5 seats because he's afraid of the next election. And the only way that they can do it is to disenfranchise and get unelected people that have been selected by Black and brown folks. I'm so offended. And I do pray and hope that everybody that gets how wrong this is will just step up and say, look, I've had it. I've had enough. You can no longer shield the idea of what you're doing to hurt people is wrapped around the concept of partisanship. We are better than that. And there's a job that I have to do to the Constitution and to every voter. When I got elected and I raised my hand, I don't just represent people from my primary. I represent everybody in the district. That's the job. That's supposed to be the job. You can run as a Democrat or a Republican, but ultimately we're supposed to uphold this oath to the Constitution. And at some point, we have to be bigger about being on the floor and not just be blatantly partisan. And that's what hurts me right now in this moment.